If you have ever rigged a model, added shape keys, or used a deform modifier, you've probably seen textures sliding around or breaking entirely. That's because Blender default object and generated coordinates are built to follow surface deformation. But you don't have to suffer from this problem indefinitely, because we have Sanctus Procedural Mapping, which fixes this by providing a node-based solution that locks procedural textures to the mesh, even during animation, morphs, or geometry node operations. The issue with object and generated coordinates is that they are tied to the original shape of the mesh, not its deformed state. So when the object bends or stretches, the texture mapping doesn't update to match the new form. Sanctus Procedural Mapping, on the other hand, can solve this by basing the texture projection on the rest position of the object. The result is that procedural textures stick to the object visually, regardless of what kind of deformation is happening. Once you install the add-on, a new section appears in the shader editor. If you already have the Sanctus library installed, the node gets added to the panel. You activate the rest position with a single click, then drop in the procedural mapping node. From there, it works like a direct replacement for any node that uses object or generated coordinates. You can plug it into the vector inputs the same way, but now the mapping stays stable, no matter how the object animates or deforms. The node is compatible with most deformation workflows. You can rig the object, apply shape keys, twist it with modifiers, or animate it through geometry nodes. The texture still follows the surface, even if your rig modifier isn't in the right place in the stack, and the mapping still holds. It also fixes scale inconsistencies when the same procedural material is applied to multiple objects. Normally, you would need to manually tweak each material, but this node keeps the scale uniform automatically. The node itself includes parameters for adjusting location, rotation, and scale. You can scale uniformly or tweak each axis separately. There is also a toggle called Compensate and Applied Scale. When enabled, it corrects texture distortion caused by objects with unapplied transforms. All of these controls apply across the material, so you can adjust the mapping from one node instead of fixing it piece by piece. Sanctus library materials are already set up for this. If the material uses procedural coordinates, there will be an exposed vector input ready to go. For third-party or custom shaders, you can simply trace where the object or generated nodes are being used and replace them with the Sanctus node. If you are building a new material, it makes sense to start with it from the beginning. However, you will often need to tweak the node parameters to get it right. On a side note, the only real limitation is that it only works based on the rest position. So if you have modifiers like subdivision or bevel that change the geometry, you might see minor stretches unless those are applied. Once this is done, you can animate freely without any texture drift. And there you have it, guys. If you like this add-on, you will find all the necessary links in the description. And I recommend you take a look at it because it is really great. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.